want you to think today about a person or a group of people or society that wants you to do something that you don't want to do. They want you to express yourself in a way that you don't want to express. Somehow there's a sacrifice being demanded of you, and it doesn't sit right with you. So that's what I want to talk through today. And as always, we're going to begin with a quote and end with a poem. So here's the quote for today. It's from a poem by someone else. It's by Max Ehrmann in 1927. This is a line from Desiderata. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. This is a line that my dad told me when I was going through a period of recovery that had great amounts of depression in it. And I want to talk about how important that last phrase is. You have a right to be here. Do you feel, little bunny, like you've been programmed with this idea that you are a burden and your whole life needs to be about justifying existing because you're guilty for existing, and everything you have to do has to be in service of someone else at the expense of yourself? That you need to do what other people tell you to do because for whatever reason they're not guilty for existing. They are above you. They are more worthy. Their wants are more important than yours. And I want you to think again to this person or people or society that's trying to get you to do something you don't want to do. I'll help you a little more. Maybe if you're a student, it's parents that want you to major in something you don't want to major in. Maybe it's, let's say, a man who wants you to give up your body or your heart for him in a way that doesn't feel right to you. Or maybe it's society that wants you to express yourself in a way that it wants you to express yourself. Just blend in and don't make any noises, don't make any stirs, because that's easier for everyone else. Everyone else's happiness is more important than your own. Well, little bunny, I'm here to deprogram that from you. So, why don't you just take a big breath with me and say to yourself, I am an end unto myself. I am worthy of my own happiness. And now think to the person or the people or the society that wants you to do what they want you to do. What they really want is for you to sacrifice for them. They want you to sacrifice your own life for theirs because they believe you are less worthy. Your life is less important than theirs. Oh, doesn't it suck that there's people like that, little bunny? Well, think of me. Think of the strength I'm giving you. And you, from now on, are going to say, no, I will not sacrifice for you. I will prioritize my own wants. I will listen to myself. I am worthy. And just as I won't let you demand a sacrifice from me, I will not demand a sacrifice from you. That's the morality, little bunny, that I like to preach, I guess. I don't want to totally be a preacher, but there's no need for us to demand sacrifices from each other. And there's a very wonderful coincidence as to why You might think, how can a society even function if we don't sacrifice for each other? Well, that's because of something very, very, very fortunate about humanity. And that's that even though there are jerks who make life worse for those around them, or who just kind of wreck things as they're calling to life, at the very core, on some level, almost all of us are good people. We're good human beings who want the world to be better. And even if it's not totally everyone, it's enough of us that we can make a world that's really, really special. So from here, little bunny, from this place of strength where you are prioritizing your own wants, you now get to decide how you want to help the world. Not for the purpose of helping the world, but for the purpose of being true to yourself. You are still an end unto yourself, and because you are a good person, little bunny, you will make the world a better place. I'm confident of it. Whether it's a gift you want to give to someone special, well, it's not a sacrifice. It's something that you want to give them because they are special to you. Whether it's an organization you want to donate to or volunteer for, it's what you believe in. And it's not about getting some kind of dopamine for yourself. It's not totally that level of pure self-indulgence. It's behaving in line with the person you want to be. You're becoming who you want to be by valuing yourself. And when you value yourself, you value your vision for the world. And you can go out and mold the world into your vision. You can make the world that you want to see. And little bunny, I guarantee that's a world that other people want to live into. And I guarantee that you will inspire other people and they'll want to aspire to what you are and the example that you set. So we're going to start all of this by saying it one more time. I am an end unto myself. Say it one more time. I am an end unto myself. Things you do, little bunny, you can justify as being for your own happiness, and that is plenty. You can lead the life you want to live guilt-free, and the world will be a better place for it. All right, little bunny, we'll end with a poem by yours truly, written just for you. But first, let's go through the announcements. I'll be as quick as I can. First order of business, if you're only following me on one platform, be sure to follow me on at least two, or just all of them. Reason being is if any platform goes down, I don't want you to lose me. So the platforms are this podcast, which if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to. This is like a therapy session and also is a place for announcements. There's TikTok/Instagram, which is where I post 30-second videos that are fun and a little bit spicy. And there's also YouTube, which is where I post my fiction. The current project is called A Year of Love and Ligature, and it's a little bit of a sci-fi type thing. It's either plot-heavy erotica or it's sci-fi with erotica elements. It's a kind of a blend of styles, and that's 18 and up. The next episode premieres May 13th, so there's going to be a live watch party on YouTube. So we all get together and we listen to the episode live as it premieres. It's very cool, and I'll be there. The most important platform, the one that makes it all possible, is the locked section of the garden. That is the Patreon, and you need a key to get in. It's basically the cheapest subscription that I could possibly justify on Patreon. And I actually had a little bunny, I think it was actually a couple, up their subscription commitments or pledges, I guess it's called, just because they were getting so much value out of it, more than the relatively dirt cheap price that it costs. But there's no extra privileges with that. It's I really want everyone to be equal in the garden. All the little bunnies are little bunnies, and there's no prestige levels. But if you can and want to give more, then you are doing your part to help the garden grow for many years in the future. And it, of course, makes me happy, and it really justifies the amount of time that I'm putting into this, because it's not a quick little hobby. It's quite far from. So the locked audio this week is a little game night, where if you want to grab your beverage of choice and spend some time one-on-one with me, and we can play a 10 questions game night with varying levels of spiciness, it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's for key holders only. And lastly, I'm in quarantine right now, so if you want to keep me company while I'm isolated from the world, you can send me an email at daddy@lindysgarden.com or lindy@lindysgarden.com. For technical reasons, I can't reply yet, but I will read it, I promise, and I will appreciate it with a warm heart. So if you appreciate me being here for you, well, that's a fun thing for me to hear, so it'll cheer me up. So if you feel compelled, send me an email. And I think that is everything. So why don't we slow down and let me read you the poem I wrote just for you for this podcast. The ones who choose that you should serve do not deserve what you can give. Don't let them take what hurts to give. Their life is theirs, and you yours to live. Refuse to bend and undo yourself, because you are an end unto yourself. I wish you a great week, little bunny. Wishing you lots and lots of love. Sending you love. It's real love. Okay, don't be cynical. I love you very, very much, little bunny. Okay, be good. Take care of yourself. Don't skip any meals.